everybody, I'm Gina K from Gina K Designs, and I'm here representing my new brand that I have out with Thermoweb. And I just want to say I'm so honored to be on Scrap Time. I absolutely love your channel, and I'm so glad that you're here with me. So this is a new line called Stamp and Foil, and it consists of 3 main components, and then you choose the deco foil or fancy foils that you want to use for your project. It comes with stamp sets, foil mates, and then it has coordinating dies that work with those products. So let me show you how this works. The stamp set that I'm going to demo today is the Where Flowers Bloom stamp set, and I'm going to use the bold flower and the leaf from that set. I'm also going to use one of the foil mate sheets. And the way these look when you open the packages, you're going to have 10 sheets that look like this. And these have images printed on them, and they're printed with a type of toner resin that will melt when you put it through a laminator with foil. And you can see a lot of the images are the same as the images that are in the stamp set. This gives you more versatility. Some days you may feel like stamping, some days you may feel like foiling, so you can mix and match and do both. Alright, so we're going to start with this leaf stamp, and I'm going to use a little bit of Jelly Bean Green ink. And I'm going to ink up the stamp real well. And then I'm going to stamp it right onto one of these leaves. And you can see you'll have 2 stamps that go in both orientations. This way you can do cascading vines and they aren't all going in the same direction. Alright, so stamp this. Then I'm going to move to the flower stamp. And I'm going to do a fun little inking technique here. So this is the bubblegum pink ink, and that's going to go down first. And then I'm going to grab some of the passionate pink, which is just a darker pink, and I'm going to grab a dry water brush, and I'm just going to kind of rub that over the ink pad, and then I'm going to pounce some color on there. And this is just going to create a little bit of texture into this image. Okay. Then I'm going to stamp that over the large flower image. And that gives some fun looking texture in there. Now I could have also stamped that same stamp over this flower, which would give you a foiled center, and they look completely different, but all you need is that one stamp and the one die to cut it out. So now that these are stamped, I'm going to cut these out using a Big Shot. And I'm going to use 2 of the coordinating dies from the set. These dies will work with any die cutting machine, so it can be a Big Shot, it can be even the new electric die cutting machines like the Gemini. And because the lines are so nice and bold, you can also use these with electronic cutters like a Scan and Cut. I do have to admit though, I love dies because there's so many additional techniques you can do with them. So it's nice to have that option with this collection. Okay, so now I'm going to pop these out of the dies, and we're going to get to the real exciting part, which is adding the foil. So to foil, you're going to need some parchment paper and a thin piece of cardstock, and I'm using the parchment paper by Thermoweb. It's the Deco Foil parchment. It's very thin, and it allows a maximum amount of heat to come in contact with your project. I'm going to put these 2 pieces inside, and then I'm going to grab some foil. I'm going to use some of the brand new glitter foil, and this one is called Twinkling Pink, and I'm going to show that to you up close here. See how pretty that is. It's got little stars in it and all kinds of things if you look very closely. It's beautiful. And it looks like so much, but wait till you see at the end how tasteful it is. So I'm going to put that on top of the flower image, and then I'm going to grab a piece of the glittering green. That one's the same maximum volume glitter. Just trim that down a little bit. And I'm going to lay that on top. And then I'm going to close up that little parchment folder and send it through the laminator. Now the laminator is going to do 2 things. It's going to apply heat and it's going to apply pressure. The heat is going to melt the commercial grade resin that these are printed with, and then the pressure from the machine is going to press the foil down into that melted resin. As it comes out the other side, it's going to cool, and the foil will be permanently bonded to the cardstock. So you're not even going to be able to scratch it off with your fingernail. It's just on there for good. And that's nice for scrapbookers, because I know a lot of scrapbookers, like when I scrapbook, I don't like to put glitter in my scrapbooks because I'm always afraid that the glitter's going to get all over the place and scratch up my pictures because it can be a little sharp. This glitter is permanent, it doesn't come off, and it's acid-free. It won't hurt your scrapbooks at all. All right, so here is the big reveal. Look at how pretty that is. And then here's the flower. We got the same thing going there. So you can take a little embellishment like that, and you can pop that onto your card with a greeting. You can add that as an embellishment to your scrapbook page. You can use it for home decor items, and you can use it for things like art journaling and collage. So I hope you've enjoyed this little demonstration of my new line with Thermoweb called Stamp and Foil, and I can't wait to show you more demos out there on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Scrap Time videos here on YouTube so you'll be the first to see all our videos from Creativation. And follow us on Instagram at Scrap Time Photos to see photos straight off the show floor.